Hey everyone, welcome back. Just as a forewarning, I'm still kind of sick, so this video might be a little bit shorter and I'll try to edit out any coughing or gross noises that I have to make. But I still wanted to make a video for you guys. Didn't want you to have to go a week without a session. So here I am. And I hope that you guys had a great week. Each one of you, I hope that you could take something from our last session and apply it somehow to your days. I'm excited to keep going with this. So, again, welcome back. It's great to see you. Today we can start with just taking a couple deep breaths. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time. Don't rush yourself with breathing. Just because I breathed at that pace, just because that's the length of my breaths, thank you, Lenny, just because that's the length of my breaths, that doesn't mean that you have to breathe that quickly or that slowly. Your deep breath should be comfortable for you. So, with that said, I'm going to start working on clearing your energy. So last week we talked about identifying some ways that you might be able to identify some needs you might have. There might be areas in your life, mental, emotional, physical, some unmet needs. And I wonder if you took the time to really contemplate that. Even if it was just a few moments. Because even if it is just these tiny little moments, even if it is a tiny step forward, it might seem so small in the scheme of things when you think about how many hours you spend doing other things, to spend just perhaps 5 minutes a day being quiet and calm and contemplative without rumination. It's really challenging. But even the smallest amount of time is an accomplishment. If you spent 5 minutes this week, even trying to identify some of these unmet needs that you may have in yourself, That's excellent. That's huge. It's major progress, and you should think of it as such. And sometimes when we think about how severe our anxiety or our depression gets, we feel like we're not doing anything and that we're not getting any closer to a solution. But the reality is that there is no one solution. There are thousands of small helps. Because things like anxiety and depression and panic disorder and insomnia, these are all symptoms of issues in our brain chemistry and how we react to trauma, stress, life in general. Some of us are victims of heredity and genetics. Some of us have had incredibly traumatic events. And those things are so big, they can seem so insurmountable. People say things like drink more water, exercise, meditate. All of these things sound trite. It's as if they don't know how severe our issues are and how severe the symptoms are and how debilitating they can get. But we need to stop thinking of all of those things as a capital S solution. They're not. They're helps. Lowercase h, helps. If we can start doing the little things to help our physical and mental health, our overall well-being will improve drastically. So don't think of drinking more water as a cure. Don't think of a better diet as a cure. Don't think of these videos as a cure. Don't think of therapy as a cure. Don't think of talking to your friends and family as a cure. Think of it as a help. One small brick or stone in a foundation. And once that foundation is strong, you can build on it and it's going to be more reliable. it's going to be easier to cope. Not easy necessarily, but easier. Easier. And I think we can all agree that we would rather life be less painful, be less difficult, if we have the choice. We'll take an improvement, no matter how small it may seem. So, even when these things feel like they're not doing anything, just know that you are helping yourself, and the mere gesture of you doing something like exercising for 10 minutes, or drinking more water, or eating more whole foods and healthy foods. Even if you don't feel better instantly, just do it as an exercise of caring for yourself and respecting yourself. And appreciate that gesture. Because maybe the real issue is that you have a need. And maybe that need isn't needing more water. Maybe that's a secondary thing, but maybe the real need is that you need affection and love and respect. And you can give that to yourself in these small gestures. And that is good. And it does help. And it does mean something. I want you to take away from this session that small efforts can yield very significant positive results. That you don't have to judge yourself so harshly when it comes to trying to help yourself. Be gracious to yourself. Show yourself respect and kindness. Once you start doing that as a habit, I guarantee that your mental well-being will improve. And again, thank you for coming back and having another session. And I'm very excited and proud of you for doing this as a weekly habit. This is one of the many, many ways that you can take care of yourself, and you're gonna see positive results from doing that, whether it's this video or other ASMR videos, or seeing a therapist, or talking to your doctor, or eating healthy. Whatever it is, self-care is very important, and I'm so glad that you are doing at least one thing to take care of yourself. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you back here next week. See you later.